We don't have a left fielder. Is this the big leagues?
Yeah, everybody's waiting. This has to be a pitch clock violation. Oh, now. So Juan Soto finally got the wake-up call.
Now, back to Willard and Dibs on 95.7 The Game.
What's your favorite word, Dibs? I love it when you use it on this show. Oh, the hypocrisy.
It's gray area to be certain. Because if a player's not ready to go out and play because nature calls, what are you supposed to do?
Do we know that that's what was happening?
It sure looked like, based on Juan Soto's chagrined expression in the outfield, I don't think that he was on the phone with his nana.
Kevin Acey, San Diego Union Tribune. I'm looking at Padre beat writer.
Is this the poo reporter? I said I wouldn't joke around today, but I couldn't resist that.
I
Pay the over. It lasted an hour.
I think that was worthy.
I think so, too. I'm giving myself a 2. A number 2.
Kevin writes that Juan tore his pants. He tore his pants sliding into second base, and he was putting on new pants.
Come on, people.
He had a pretty big raspberry on his knee after the game. Now, I will back Juan for this reason. We were sitting down the left field line last night. Once again, thank you, Christy. Great seats. We're sitting down the left field line last night. And so before this even became a thing, I was kind of nudging my sons like, hey, where's Juan? We don't have a left fielder. I'm like thinking, hey, this is great, right? Like somebody hit the ball in left field. There's nobody there.
It's a new 80 shift.
You get a triple. Well, that was what went through my mind first. I'm like, are they going with 5 infielders? Looking at the infield? No, they've only got 4. Okay, what's going on? And then all of a sudden, here comes Juan to the top step, and he runs out to left field. Well, he stands there for one pitch. Then he gets down on one knee and ties his right shoe. Okay? And he's feverishly like, tie that thing, stand up, watch the second pitch. Gets down on the other knee, starts tying his other shoe. So that would suggest to me that his shoes came off, which you would do if you're putting on a new pair of pants. And I would think you would not do if you were taking a deuce.
Depends on if you're home or if you're at work, quite frankly.
It does?
There are different comfort
take
levels.
Your shoes off at home?
I mean, I might take it all off if I'm at home. If I got 5 minutes, if the baby's napping.
Yeah, you can. You don't need to.
At work, you're not taking your shoes off.
No, I don't think you're doing it at home either unless you want to take your shoes off for other reasons.
Correct.
It's not like you're like, geez, nature's calling. I got to take my shoes off?
Shirt off? Shoes off?
Dude, last time I come over to your house.
I wonder, though, about the rules, because Gabe Kapler did what any manager should do, which is, how about we enforce the pitch clock, Blue? Because this has been, it was a good 90 seconds, right?
Oh, it was a while. Everybody was in position. Everybody had warmed up. The batter's at the batter's box. The reliever's got a certain amount of time where they've got to get to the mound. Or else, remember it happened in the Bay Bridge series.
Yeah.
I can't even remember who it was. Was it Duvall or somebody? Somebody got run. Oh, no. It was the Sergio Romo thing. Sergio Romo, who's soaking in his goodbye ovation, and that Nimrod umpire, forgive me, because it made me mad.
It was Doug Nimrod that day.
Doug Nimrod comes out and goes, violation, in what was supposed to be a commemoration sensation.
Yeah.
So why on earth did this not result in a violation if the spirit of the whole rule, because it's not just a pitch clock, it's a batter clock too. They've got to get in the box and be ready. If everyone's got a clock on them, why are the Padres not penalized for Juan Soto's pants?
Well, I wonder if that wouldn't have fallen under the guise of injury. And, if you get a player who is injured, then the pitch clock no longer applies. Let's say that the pitcher throws the first pitch, it's ball 1, and he's out there and it's, my elbow, or if a shoe comes untied, or let's just say the pitcher happened to rip his pants. What then? the pitcher would be allowed to go to the dugout to get a new pair of pants on. My only question would be, did the Padres inform the umpire, or do they have to inform the umpire, hey, Blue,
right,
we're going to need a minute. Our left fielder has ripped his pants, because you don't want Juan Soto out there half naked because he's got a wardrobe malfunction.
No, I don't need a half naked left fielder, but because it was at the beginning of an inning, like, I'm going to go through this process in my mind. You slide and you're out, right? And let's say it was the third out, and I can't even remember the scenario that led to the end of the inning, the end of the top of the ninth. Juan was on base, right? I think Juan was on base. Bogarts came up, and gosh, I wonder why Juan even slid. Juan was at first. Machado got that play that was an error where Crawford pulled VR off the bag, and then Bogarts came up and grounded out to Tyler Rogers. I don't know what Soto slid for, but whatever. He slides and he tears his pants. If I were to be Juan Soto in that moment, and you're telling me that it took the amount of time that it took for him to run in the dugout and change his pants, get out to left field, come on, that took way too long. That was like waiting for somebody to get ready for a date. What are we brushing our hair? Like, that was way more time than was necessary.
I wonder about
to change
that because,
your pants?
well, the clubhouse is not close. As you know, from the visitors' dugout, you got to go all the way out the back of the dugout, into the corridor, down about 4 doors, into the clubhouse, and you've got to have pants at the ready, which means the clubby has got to be there with your pants. Cleats come off, pants come off, the pants go on, the shoes go on. Now you got to make it back from the clubhouse into the dugout. I'm not trying to defend Juan Soto just to create an argument, but I think it takes a little bit longer than you would think to go through that level of costume change. I'm looking at the replay right now, and he did not slide on that third out. He did round third and run home just to, run out the play.
I wonder if he slid on Machado's ground ball.
On the
I
air.
wonder if I wonder if he slid on Machado's ground ball because it was a slow grounder to Crawford, and he was running to second base. So I bet he probably took a slide right there, and that's probably when it happened. Whatever. I don't know where the guy went to go find his pants. I would think in a major league clubhouse, somebody would readily available for that situation. Here's a pair of pants. You ripped your pants. Here's a new pair of pants. Again, you've got the whole line change. One team leaves the field. The other team starts to work their way on the field. Everybody warms up. We're going to throw 8 pitches. We're all looking around at each other.
It's about 2.5 minutes, right, between half innings. I think
least,
that's the clock is up
and
2.5.
Soto is just like nowhere to be found. I don't know. Like, if I got my hurry on, and I needed to just do a pant switch, that doesn't take that long. But you're right. It to me, it's a matter of whether or not the Padres raised their hand and said, hey, we got a situation going on here, which I guess they could have done without our awareness. But the whole stadium, including seemingly the players on the Padres, were looking around like we got no idea what's going on.
And Gabe Kapler, too. I don't think Kapler comes out to protest if he is put in the loop. And so Soto touches home. He doesn't score, but he runs in and he tells the skipper, hey, Skip, I ripped my pants, which is a great SpongeBob episode in case you ever happen to partake. But Melvin should then go to the ump and say, Blue, we're going to need a couple of minutes here. Soto's got to change his pants. Then you tell Kapler, everybody's in the know, and then you signal up to the broadcasters, we got a pair of pants coming.
Pants.
And then that way everybody's in the loop.
That's right. Yeah, it was a pants-off dance-off. It did not look like Gabe Kapler was aware of what happened at all.
No.
He was angry.
He was looking for ball 1.
He was, and then they got it later in the game. Actually, they got ball 3. Casey Schmidt got a pitch clock violation on Josh Hader. There's nothing more fun in baseball than Josh Hader blowing it. I love it. Oh gosh,
yeah,
I love it. I got to explain to everybody in my viewing party last night the history of Josh Hader. So I love it when this guy messes up. Chrissy's like, why? I go, look at this. Showed her the old tweets.
Oh God.
Well, come on. I don't like the guy.
No.
I'm allowed to not like the guy. And it feels like the Giants have a lot of success against him as well. So I dug that he was coming in, and I dug that he was having a hard time with the strike zone. Man, if I'm Bob Melvin, if I'm a Padre fan, what complete torture the last 2 ninth innings, watching their top relievers go out there and not even come close to the strike zone.
So Josh Hader is your top reliever, yet you don't bring him in until the game is absolutely at the last breath.
Already in a bad spot.
How about you bring him in for a clean inning, Skip? And I love Bob Melvin. He and I, we go way back.
He's getting a lot of criticism in San Diego the last 2 nights.
I mean,
for sure.
Well, and you get criticized when your team does not come through for you, but you have Hader come in and face 4 guys instead of giving him the clean inning.
Yeah, but then again, he should be able to throw strikes. Like when you're a reliever, that's at a premium.